Hello, friends. Today is Tuesday, October 13th. Can you tap your head 13 times? Today's the 13th. Let's do it 13 times. Ready? Think we can count that high? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We tapped our head 13 times. So we're talking about pets. So I have a short story for you to listen to. I'm going to share my screen. I'll be right back. And it's called What Pet Should I Get? Here we go.
What Pet Should I Get? By Dr. Seuss. We want a pet. We want a pet. What kind of pet should we get? Dad said we could have one. Dad said he would pay. I went to the pet shop. I went there with Kay. And so we went in. I took one fast look. I saw a fine dog who shook hands. So we shook. So I said, I want him. But then Kay saw a cat. She gave it a pat, and she said, I want that. Then Kay said, now what do you think we should do? Dad said to pick one. We cannot take home two. Then what do you know? We saw two other kinds. Now how could Kay and I make up our minds? A pup and a kitten. They look like good fun. Now which would we pick? We could only pick one. Make up your mind. The cat or the dog, the kitten, the pup? Oh boy, it is something to make a mind up. Then I looked all around. I saw something with wings. I said, look at him. We can pick one that sings. But then, look over there, said my sister Kay. We can go home with a rabbit today. Then I looked at Kay. I said, what will we do? I like all the pets that I see. So do you. We have to pick one pet and pick it out soon. You know, Mother told us to be back by noon. And I could have done it. I could have, I bet. I could have said what pet we should get. But you know what Kay did? Do you know what she did? She said, fish, 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 fish. It may be a fish is a pet that we wish. Then I saw a new kind. And they were good too. How could I pick one? Now what should we do? We could only pick one. That is what my dad said. But how could I make up that mind in my head? Make up your mind. Pick a pet fast. Pick one out soon. Mother and Dad said to be home by noon. The time may be now to make up my mind, but who knows what other good pets I might find. I might find a new one, a fast kind of thing, who would fly around my head in a ring on a string. Yes, that would be fun. But our house is so small. This thing on a string would bump into the wall. My mother, I know, would not like that at all. So maybe some other good kind of pet, another kind maybe is what we should get. We might find a new kind, a pet who is tall, a tall pet who fits in a space that is small. My mother might like this pet best of them all. If we had a big tent, then we would be able to take home a yent. Dad would like us to have a good yent. But how do I know he would pay for a tent? So you see how it is when you pick out a pet? How can you make up your mind what to get? But what if we took one of each kind of pet? Then our house would be full of the pets we would get. No, Dad would be mad. We can only have one. If we do not choose, we will end up with none. I will do it right now. I will do it, I said. I will make up the mind that is up in my head. The dog or the rabbit, the fish or the cat? I picked one out fast, and then that was that. The end. That was What Pet Should I Get? By Dr. Seuss.
What pet do you think they got? It didn't say at the end of the story, did it? What kind of pet do you think they should get? Okay, so I have a game for you today, and it's called 1, 2, 3, What Do I See? And this is Mighty Minutes number 50 if you want to play at home, okay? So I have a tray here, and it's covered up. I have things hiding underneath it. And it's kind of like what we did last Wednesday when we did our mystery bag, and you kind of had to guess what was in the bag. But this might be a little bit easier because you know what we're talking about, right? We're talking about pets. So you know it's got to be some kind of a pet, okay? So I'm going to give you some hints and see if you can figure out what it is. And we'll do a few of them. And you'll have to write me a note and tell me if you got them since this is recorded. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. What do I see? Okay, so now remember, it's going to be a pet. So I'm going to give you the beginning sound. What kind of pet starts with the sound? Has 4 legs and a long skinny tail. They like to eat cheese. This one is gray. What do you think it is? Let's see if I can find it. 1, 2, 3. What do I see? Did you guess it? Did you? There it is. It's the mouse. I have a little toy mouse. And then we have a picture of the mouse. Some people keep mice as pets, believe it or not. All right, let's do another one. 1, 2, 3. What do I see? This one starts with the sound. And it's 2 words. Is the first word and is the second word. What do you think it is? That's a pretty hard one. They live in a shell. Sometimes when we go to the beach, you might pick one up. What do you think it is? They have little pinchers. Did you guess it yet? Hermit crab, and I don't have a little toy. All I have is the picture. Hermit crab, hermit starts with the H. Remember the H is our letter of the week? Hermit crab, it's 2 words. H-E-R-M-I-T for hermit, and then crab, C-R-A-B. It's hermit crab. Okay, I have another one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What do I see? This one makes an sound. Sound. Big floppy ears. Their fur is really soft and they like to hop. What kind of pet do you think that is? Big floppy ears. They like to hop and really, really soft. Rabbit. R-A-B-B-I-T. Who said bunny? That's right, but I remember I said it makes the sound. So I was looking for rabbit. Bunny rabbit. Okay, I've got 2 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What do I see? La, 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 la. What kind of pet makes the la sound? Actually, it's more like a la. He's got a long tail too. 4 legs. He's kind of scaly. What do you think it is? What is that? Does anybody have a pet lizard at home? It's a lizard. Did you know I have 2 lizards in my house? I do. Lizard starts with an L. L-I-Z-A-R-D. Ends with a D. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard can be a pet. All right, one more. I saved the easiest one for last. You ready? This one starts with a K. What kind of pet starts with a k sound? It has 4 legs. It has a long tail too. This tail's furry though. Which one do you think it is? What kind of pet starts with a k sound? It also ends with a t sound. Did you guess it? It's a cat. Cat starts with a C and ends with a T. Cat. And here's my little toy cat. That was fun. Did you like that game? So there's lots of different other kinds of pets that you could do too. Maybe you could play that game with somebody in your house. We'll be right back with our next game. Our next one is Mighty Minutes number 33, and it's called Thumbs Up. If 2 words rhyme, what does that mean? If I say 2 words that rhyme, what does that mean? It means that they sound the same at the end. They don't have the same, it's not necessarily the same ending sound, but the last part of the word sounds the same, so they rhyme. So for example, let's say I have dog and log. Dog and log. Do they rhyme? They do. So if I held these 2 up, you'd give me a thumbs up because dog and log both rhyme. So we're going to try some other ones. And if you think it rhymes, I want you to give me thumbs up. If you think it doesn't rhyme, we're going to do thumbs down. Okay, ready? All right, let's try. I'm going to bring the mouse back. Mouse and nose. Now they both end with a S sound. But do they rhyme? Nose, whoops, nose and mouse. No, those 2 don't rhyme. So that would be a thumbs down, right? What about jet? And what's this? Can you tell what this is? It's a little inside out. It's a net. So does jet and net rhyme? They do. They both end with et. Jet and net. They both rhyme. Okay, let's try another one. You ready? What's this? It's a flower, but what kind of flower is it? That's a rose. What about a rose? Ready? And a nose. Does rose and nose rhyme? Is that a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Nose and rose both end in O's. So they do rhyme. Rose and nose. So those rhyme. What about, ready? Oops, here he is. Cat and lizard. Those rhyme. Cat and lizard, do they sound anything alike? Maybe the cat could chase the lizard. No, those don't rhyme. Cat and lizard, they don't rhyme. All right, one more. You ready? Fan. Oh, it's so hot in here. Fan and what kind of car is this? Van. So van and fan. Do they rhyme? They do. They both end in the and sound. So that would be a thumbs up. Nice job. See if you can find some other rhyming words in your house. Do you have anything else that you might do that might rhyme that you can find in your house? Okay, I'll be right back with some shape fun. Okay, for our next activity, we are going to draw some shapes, and then we're going to get our scissors out and practice cutting those shapes. So let's start with an easy shape. I'm going to turn my camera down so that you can see the board of what I'm drawing, okay? So what shape do you think this is? What's that shape? Can you see it? This way. That's a rectangle. R-E-C-A-N-G-L-E. You don't have to write rectangle on there, but look at rectangle. It starts with a R, lowercase r. So let's do rectangle. Let's do another one, and then we'll cut them out. We're going to do 2 of them, okay? Tell me what shape you think this is. What shape is that? Starts with a T. It's a triangle. T-R-I-A-N-G-L-E. Triangle and rectangle. Can you draw a triangle and a rectangle on your paper? You can pause it. You can't draw it. Maybe you can have some help with a grown-up at home. Then we're going to take our scissors. Remember the safety scissors, the right way to hold them. Your thumb is always in the top hole and 2 or 3 fingers in the bottom hole. Open, shut, open, shut. Okay. I'm going to start cutting my rectangle. I cut all the way up. Stop. And then cut over. Ready? Here it goes. Oh. I turn it around. Then we're going to cut up. And over. And there is my rectangle. I should have wrote rectangle in the middle because now I don't have the name on. Rectangle. What sound does rectangle start with? The R sound. All right, now I got to go down here and pick up my triangle because it fell on the floor. All right, here it is. Rectangle, or the triangle might be a little bit harder to cut because it's kind of slanted. Let's see if we can do it. Ready? Okay, we're going to cut all the way up. What color did I make my shapes? I forgot to ask you. Can you tell what color that is? Might be hard to tell on the camera. I used a green marker today. All the way up. Ready? Here it goes. Oh, Miss Melissa's making a mess. Okay, go up again. All the way to the end. And one more time. Here's my triangle. Triangle has 3 sides. 1, 2, and 3. How many sides does the rectangle have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Rectangle has 4 sides. What other kind of shapes can you draw? Can you draw a circle? Sometimes circles are a little bit easier to draw, but they're kind of hard to cut out. So they go all the way around. So we can cut out the triangle and the rectangle and the circle. What about a square? If we do a square, square's a lot like a rectangle, except a square, all 4 sides are the same length. All right, so our next one is another shape activity. And look at all these shapes Miss Celeste drew for me today. She wasn't able to be on the camera today, but look at all these shapes she drew today. So here's what we're gonna do. Hopefully you have a paper that you drew your shapes on. And I'm gonna put it down here. And I think, you see all my shapes? We have a circle and a rectangle. There's the rectangle. What's this shape? There's another triangle. Do you know what this shape is? This one's our square. See how the square is different from the rectangle? All 4 sides on the square are the same. On the rectangle, we have 2 sides that are longer than the other 2 sides. So go ahead and draw some shapes on your paper or have an adult help you. And we are going to, let's start with this color. What's this color? This is my green. I still have my green marker. I'm going to color all my circles green. Let me just color really fast here. All the circles are green. And that's okay if you get out of the line a little bit. I even do sometimes. So color all the circles green. You see any other circles on my paper? Here's one. I'm just gonna go like this. Like this one. There's a circle. You see any other circles on there? Ooh, there's a little tiny one down here. Let's color that one. All right, so did I get all the circles? All the circles are green. Let's color, what's this one? That's yellow. Let's color all the squares yellow. You see the squares on the paper? Here's a square. Let's color this one yellow. See any other ones? I'll color this one yellow. Not this one. Lots of squares on this paper. Did I get all the squares? These are rectangles because the sides are longer. We'll do those next. Let's color all the rectangles. What color is this? That's the blue marker. All right, let's color all the rectangles blue. Our paper is going to be so colorful. There's the blue rectangle. There's another blue rectangle. You see any more? There's the blue rectangle. All right, so what shape on my paper has not been colored yet? You know which one it is? What's this shape? That's the triangle. So let's color all the triangles. Ready? Oh, sorry, what's this color? That's our orange. All right. There's one triangle. And you can color them all the way to the edge and fill them all up. It's another triangle. So all my triangles are orange. Let's count how many triangles are on my paper. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 triangles. How many circles are there? Can you count the circles? How many circles are on my paper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. And what color did we color the circles? They were green, right? So let's write 5. Let me spell 5, F-I-V-E. 5 circles. So I've got 4, and that's the word for triangles. And I have 5, that's my number 5, and the word 5, circles. What about rectangles? How many rectangles are on there? Can we count them? 1, 2, 3. 3 rectangles. So we're going to write the number 3. And we spell the word 3, T-H-R-E-E. We'll draw a picture of a rectangle. 3 rectangles. All right, what shape didn't we do yet? We need the square, right? All right, how many squares are there? 1, 2, 3 squares. Write the number 3, or the number 3 and the word 3, T-H-R-E-E, and draw our square. Which shape do we have the most of? Which number is the most? 4, 5, or 3? Do you know which one's the most? The 5's the most. We have the most circles. Which one is the least? Which do we have less of? 3. 3 is less than 5, and 3 is also less than 4. We only have 3 rectangles and 3 squares. Sorry. I hope you had fun with that. I had fun coloring. I always like to color. So that's all we have for today. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So you know what Wednesday is. Wednesday is our live Zoom. So hopefully you can join us tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you. Bye guys. Have a good day.